Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Brillo podcast, the actually first episode of the Brillo podcast. And today, joining me in isolation on this nice Discord video call, we have Sam Croaker from EchoWave fame, the man behind all the instruments, all the everything, the sexy boy with the guitar, people call him, I call him. Here we go. Sam, how are you feeling? How are you?
Really good, thank you. Thanks for having me. It's a great honor to be on the Brillo podcast. Thank you very much. Look forward to it.
Awesome. Let's get going. So, let's get...
Yes!
Awesome.
Yes!
So let's get started. I'll ask you a few rapid fire questions. I actually have a notepad saved full of questions from your RSL. I'm not sure if people didn't know, Sam's actually in a Beatles tribute band as well called the Beatlegs, and I went and saw him outside of an RSL, and I actually had questions prepared for him, and we never actually got done with that interview. So I'd like to bring those up. Do you remember? Let's see if I can actually find it.
I just remembered what you were talking about.
Okay, here we go. So this is obviously outdated because we can't gig, no beat legs.
Yes.
And the first question is, so Sam, how is the contrast between Beatlegs shows and EchoWave shows? What about the Beatles shows are different to the EchoWave shows and vice versa?
Well, the thing about the Beatles shows is that we actually play Beatles music. Like EchoWave is like my originals band, but in the Beatlegs we tend to just do Beatles covers. Nothing too. Maybe we'll throw in like a Chuck Berry cover every now and then, but yeah, no, it's only really Beatles songs. Plus, I get to dress up, and I at least I have a decent excuse to put some costumes on and everything, which I do enjoy. It's a personal favorite thing of mine to do, I guess you could say.
Wow.
Yeah, very. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
All the silliness
Crazy.
aside, let's throw it over there. LeBron James it
Where?
into the bin. Yeah. And I just want to know how you're coping in isolation. What are you getting up to that's making yourself occupied, curing your boredom, in fact, and just keeping you sane? So what's that you're doing, Sam?
Well, considering that I've been out of an income, I recently started up an OnlyFans. So I've been doing
Link
that.
will be in the
That's going
description
really
for that,
well.
by the way. It will be
Sorry?
in the description. Link will
That'll-
be
yeah.
in the description. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's going pretty well at the moment. So it's barely sustaining me, but you know, it's lonely. It's lonely. It sucks. But you know, I miss the homies, and I'm hoping to when I see them all next, I hope I can give them all a big fat kiss on the lips.
Wow. I'll be.
I,
You know what? If we ever met in person, I'd be completely up for that. But I am just a mere host on a podcast. On the Brillo podcast, if I may add.
yes.
So Sam, let's take it back to the roots of Samuel Jam Croaker. That's your new name, Samuel Jam Croaker. We're live, pal. It's okay. You know what? It's okay. Let's take it back to the roots of Samuel John Croaker, and I want to know when it was that you first decided you wanted to pursue music, and what made you fall in love with it. What happened?
I first wanted to pursue music when I was 3, roughly 2 or 3, I think. I mean, music has always been a big part of the household, but I was too busy playing with Tonka trucks. I was a huge Tonka truck kid. When I grew up, I was like going to be like, yeah, I'm going to own a big Tonka truck. I'm going to truck all across Australia. You're gonna be a big lorry driver. You're gonna tow a truck in Hong Kong. And fucking, yeah, wear the cap and shit. You know,
Oh, you could
you're
do
gonna
that
do
on
that.
tour maybe if you go
I
down tour
can, I
down
can
coast. You can
fulfill
drive
that part.
a big Tonka truck.
I,
You know?
I can. That's what's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Then I actually picked up playing the saxoboom. You might know the saxoboom from Jack Black. But yeah, I watched him play the saxoboom and I thought, far out, man. There's like that's like the pinnacle of cool. And I've always wanted to be, you know, one of the cool kids. So I thought, yeah, I pick up the saxoboom and played it for the talent show in grade 3, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Grade 3. Played Never Gonna Give You Up on the saxoboom, and
You rickrolled the
I
entire
pretty
grade.
I rickrolled the entire grade, and I pretty much got straight into the Conservatorium of Canberra. So I don't know, dude. If that's yeah,
Well,
that's pretty
that's
much
just
it. That's how
genius
I
in the
set
making.
myself up.
That's that you can't write that. You can't make that
You
up.
can't. That's it's a once in a lifetime thing that comes and goes very quickly.
Yeah. Wow, fantastic. So I want to touch back on the saxoboom. Did you say? Um, uh,
Saxoboom.
what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, Sam Croker?
Fuck's sake. Hold on, let me regain my composure.
Okay. The way I
What
said
the
it.
fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? Oh.
Oh, okay. The saxoboom was formerly sold by Deeside Toys. This interesting saxophone-shaped toy plays pre-recorded licks accompanied by a variety of backing tracks. Pressing the buttons on the front plays the different licks, which you can use in any combination to create your own song. And yes, it does sound remarkably like a saxophone. So yeah, that's pretty much what a saxoboom is. It's
That
like a
is
saxophone,
insane. That is crazy.
but not a saxophone. But yeah.
Are we both burping?
Yeah, no, I had, yeah. That was a frothy
Okay.
one as well.
Yeah, well, I actually had for dinner. I actually had toasted salami sandwiches, and I made it myself. And I didn't know this about toasted salami sandwiches, but it makes me very burpy. And so I recently discovered that. And could you not? I'm opening up about my flatulence now. I'm really my mouth
Salami
flatulence.
sandwiches. Dude, what are you? Lower class? Fuck.
Possibly, but hey, it hits the spot, makes me burp, gets all my unwanted breath out there. You know, that's what burping is. It's unwanted breath. Your body doesn't want it anymore, so it burps it out. And so I've been having a lot of that, and realized it's making me very burpy. And what I'm going to do about this situation is just kind of just sit here. So we'll go on to the next question. Have you found any crazy cool tunes in isolation while you've been in isolation that really just hit the spot? Have you found anything that makes you go, wow, this is why I love music? Any band, any music, any album?
I recently revisited the lost 2012 dance. Like it's the greatest dance album of all time. It's an album called Sorry for Party Rocking by LMFAO. A very underground, but
I think
it's
my
like the
granddad
pinnacle of
actually
dance
had that on
music.
vinyl back in the day. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but it was in his collection. I remember seeing that. Go on.
Yeah, no, I found the wax cylinder of it in my attic. And I decided, well, you know what, I might go revisit this. And I put it on, and honestly, there's a song on there called Party Rock Anthem where they say every day I'm shuffling. That's like the hook of the song.
Oh yes.
And like honestly, every day since I've listened to that, I haven't stopped shuffling. I'm shuffling now. You can't see it, but I am. I'm shuffling.
That sounds like a medical problem. What are you gonna do about this?
Probably nothing. Honest, I'm content with it. Honestly, if my feet are going crazy, dude.
That does
I don't
sound
mind.
like you're in critical condition, Sam.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Oh,
I don't mind. It's
that's
fun.
funny you say that. What are your Uh, who or what are your favorite up and coming bands in the Gold Coast and or Brisbane scene, I should say? Are there any that you're paying attention to?
Look, short answer. I'm a big fan of Donny Love,
Ah,
Donny Love,
yes, the
Andrew
Dons.
Hodges, um, the Dons. I like their mustaches.
That's the
They all have.
Forks. Can we get a That's the
The,
Forks? Sam Croaker
that's
from
the
EchoWave
Forks.
fame.
That's
Yeah,
the Forks.
that is indeed the Forks. A big shout out
But
to Donny Love on Instagram and Facebook and all that good stuff. They
Donny
make great
Love,
music.
all the Dons, love your mustaches. Keep it up. Vote one, Andrew Hodges for mayor. That's all I got to say.
Wow, fantastic, Sam. So let's talk about your latest release, which was the EP titled Fantasyland. I would just want to talk about that real quick. Could you take us? Can you?
Hold on, I got a bit of Pasito on my laptop. Let me just clean that up.
Yeah.
Shit. I can't let mum
Um,
see this because she'll flip when she's.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Well, I'll just
I think
continue
we're right.
asking
Okay,
the next
yeah.
question. So
No,
Fantasyland,
go.
Fantasyland, your latest release. I say latest, but it did indeed come out the 26th, I believe, of May, 2019. Am I wrong with that? Or
We
actually, I think it
uploaded it.
might have come out on the 24th of May.
Could have been the 24th.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
I
Man.
just
That
want to
was
say,
that was a
I just
long
want to
time
say,
ago.
fantastic EP. Me, my 3 children, and my husband all love that, and we listen to it every night before go to bed. I actually read all the lyrics to "You Are My Favorite Color" to my children while I'm tucking them into bed, and it's very, very nice, very wholesome. And I just want to know, so what was the inspiration behind the lyrical content of that EP?
Basically, the biggest inspiration was basically being a douchebag in school. Like, you know, I was the biggest douchebag in school, and I wouldn't do my work, and instead
I
there's
think
a
we can
bug.
all relate to that. I think there's a
There,
bunch of delinquents out
there,
there watching this right
there's a
now. Who can,
hold on.
yeah,
There's
okay, yeah.
a bug. There's a bug. Be cool. What? I don't know where he's gone. I think he okay. Yeah. So basically, I never really did my work because I was too busy thinking about other stuff, like, you know, how am I how am I going to get prestige in Black Ops 2, or how am I going to uh how also I was thinking about a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff on my mind, and uh
Would you say
honestly,
there's a lot of stuff in your mind?
there is a lot of stuff in my mind. Um but yeah. No, it's just about um daydreaming when you can't do your work. Uh it's about the other douchebags you run into. There's a couple douchebags from my school that are based a couple songs around. Actually, no, one song. That's every time. Every time is based on about 4 to 5 douchebags I knew in school.
Hmm.
And yeah, the flight's actually about me having a dream after falling asleep in class. And you're my favorite color. uh, Sort of ties in with the whole thing. It was sort of another dream I had. The whole sort of thing's based around a dream, but it was based on another dream I had, um, where uh, there was obviously a lot of colors. So, and I had to pick one for my favorite, and that ended up being you, which was like a collective term for everything that a person
And we're
was.
not talking about the Netflix original series on Netflix titled You. We are talking about the singular identification of a person, you. That's
Correct.
fantastic. Yeah. So if you don't mind me asking, what is your favorite color? This is a tricky one. I know this is a very sought after answer, and you haven't really given it much attention on the socials. So I was just wondering if I could get the straight answer from you right here, right now.
If I had to say, Um, I'm a big fan of rainbows. Rainbows as a color. It is on um it is on a Picto chat at least. You know, you can pick the rainbow ink thing. I like that color. That color where it just changes constantly through colors.
Mm.
It goes red,
Very fantastic.
orange, yellow, green, blue,
Yeah.
purple, and then goes
Yeah,
over and
yeah,
over
we
again.
know. Yeah, we actually know the colors of the rainbow.
Okay.
Um, okay, so for my next question, the artwork, you do all of it yourself, right? Am I correct?
I do all the artwork by myself.
You
Yes.
said do. So
I
let's
did
talk
say
about the
do.
Fantasyland cover. It's just basically a big collage. I want to know, in depth, what is going on in the photo. What are the photos mixed in with each other? What is happening in that? I'll put it up on
Um
screen for reference right now.
Basically it's an amalgamation of pictures from places around the Gold Coast from the years roughly 1965 to around 1975. So yeah, Fantasyland actually came from the name of that building that is shown in the cover. I didn't. That's not Photoshop. That's actually what was
For the
written on
longest
the
time,
wall.
I actually thought it was Photoshop, so that's bamboozling me right now.
No, no, yeah, that's the actual writing on the wall. But like where it says what's your favorite color underneath, you know, that's all. I put that in there.
Mm.
And then to the right of that is the old Surface Paradise Hotel, sorry, which is where the Hard Rock Cafe and Paradise Center now stand.
Mm.
And obviously, it said I've obviously photoshopped in my mind, written around those three little walls on the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And underneath that, just below that, is the, from what I remember, it was called. I think it was called the the. I think it was called the Broadwater Motor Inn or something like that. The
Mm.
started with the B. Um, so yeah, that's an old photo. Um, and that was around 2 blocks away from Cavill Avenue, where I think what all the clubs are now. I'm pretty sure Orchard Avenue, maybe. And then
Oh.
the walk is where the Billabong store and the
Oh, next to
like
that
that little strip
Nike
mall.
store or whatever. Or
Yeah,
that
yeah.
strip
There's
mall.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Billabong, and there's that. I'm pretty sure there's that that Oriental looking part of the mall. But yeah, that's where that was now, and that's right in front of the tram station for Cavill Ave.
Wow, awesome. So, where'd the
So yeah,
vision for this come from? Did you see it in a dream? Did you go, huh, Fantasyland? So,
no, I was just born in the wrong generation. I should have been born in the 1950s so I could come of age in the 60s and live through this golden era that is presented
right
on the
on, brother.
cover.
Give me a nice pump.
Uh, yeah, man, sick.
That's awesome. Really awesome. Um, Sam, is there anything that you want to share yourself? Is there any exciting news? Is there anything that you would like to bring up on this? This is your time to shine. Anything you would like to?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, there is. There's a couple things.
Okay, cool. Um, Let me see. What else I've got? All right, so um, for further releases, have you are you writing? Are you in the process of writing? Have you not written anything since Fantasyland? What's going on? How's your new sound, if you have any? How's your new sound going to differ from the last EP?
Well, I have been writing a lot since the release of Fantasyland, and we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more big one to appease the kids, and then I'm gonna Gonna go off in one direction, might go off in another direction, try out a bit of stuff in the middle, maybe. We'll see what happens. But one thing is for sure, um, everyone's gonna like it. Everyone will enjoy it, and I hope they I hope they enjoy it as much as I enjoy writing them.
Wow. When can we when can we hear something new released in
Right
the
now,
near
actually.
future? Near what?
This is a new one. Okay, so this is something a little bit crazy. Oh, oh, oh. Nah, you can't even see the album art I made for it. Damn it. So this is a new song I've been working on. It's unfinished, but it is getting there. Goes a little bit like this. That's all I'll show you now because there. That's yeah.
That's a very different sound from
It really
Fantasyland.
it really isn't. It really isn't.
No. That's amazing. Thank you, Sam. That Thank you, Sam Croaker from EchoWave, for joining me on this, the first episode of the Brillo podcast. We're standing at a nice, healthy 29 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me here. Really amazing to have you on, and I look forward to meeting you in the future if that ever happens. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to say to the fans for one final goodbye?
This Brillo podcast has been brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. I've never been much of a mobile gamer, but forget everything you knew about mobile games because Raid Shadow Legends is one of the most ambitious RPG projects of 2019. Has just released and will change everything. Just look at the level of detail of these characters. If you use the code in the description, you can start with 50,000 silver and join the special launch tunnel fast. You can play for totally free with the link below on your smartphone.
Fantastic. Brilliant news. Sam, thank you again. And thank you all at home for watching. If you did like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below who you want me to see, who you want to see me interview next. And make sure you subscribe to the Brillo channel so I can pump up more content for you guys, like the Brillo podcast in this time of isolation. Sam, thank you again. And I'll see you on the next one.
Ciao.
That was fucking awful. I never want to do that ever again. And I fucking had it up to here. Okay?